Section 1 is on inputs. To create a workbook, click on the Create button found in the top left-hand corner of the PAC-M toolbar. In doing so, you will create an exact replica of the workbook I am using on my screen. Now our workbook is ready for some inputs. We can create, change, and add units and properties in the Asset Editor by going to the Edit Properties and Units function found on the PAC-M toolbar. So we can change the property ID by selecting the property on the left-hand side column and editing over here on the right. So to change property ID, we just input here. So let's type in example 1, and that can be the first property ID. Property name we'll just keep as property 1 for now. And then you can change the reference date, so the start date of your analysis or the valuation date held for the property. And the value as capital value can be changed down here. Let's change this now. 50,000. The segments detailing what type of property it is can be changed down here at the bottom in segmentations. You can also change the condition and other valuation options. So, to add a new property, all you do is click here down at the bottom. So let's add a new one. Let's change the property ID to something different. Let's have example 2 this time. And the property name can be property 2. And let's change capital value again. 20,000, but different this time. And what do we have? We have an office. Let's put a retail for the first property. There we go. So to add units to each property, you go here to the middle part, and we can, by clicking on the unit, we can edit the unit. So the parent property is definitely property 1. The unit ID, let's change that now. That can be unit 1. And the unit name, let's say it's the ground floor of this property. For now, we're just going to stick to headline rental value rather than defining it as a per square foot basis. So the headline rental value for this property can be 2,000 for example's sake. The tenant name can always be added here, but this is optional. Tenant credit rating, same again, it's an optional basis. But we do need to put in a type. So the ground floor of this property can be retail, and we need to put in the rent passing. So the rent passing can be 1,000. Here we go. Now to add a new unit, select again, and say we want another unit within property 1, so we keep property 1 as the property name. Unit ID can change again to unit 2, and the unit name can be first floor this time. Headline rental value can be the same though. Passing is the same. The type this time can be office, just to mix it up, so you can see that using PAC-M you can have a mixture of segmentations for each unit within one property. So let's add yet another one. Same property, let's go unit 2. Unit name can be floor 2. where we will have another office type this time. Okay. Actually, we'll change that to second floor for continuity's sake. Okay, so we can in fact delete units by just hitting the delete unit function at the bottom there. So let's add some units to property 2 now. So add new unit. Yep, property 2 this time. So this unit ID can be unit 4, ground floor. This one can be headline rent 5,000, sorry. The rent passing, let's say again, it's the same. Ground floor, this time retail again. And add a couple more units. This will just help with the demonstration later on. Do an office for this one, and then okay. Once all of our properties and units are added, we hit save. So here on the property sheet, we can see our properties have been added with all the information I pre-selected. And on the units page, we have all of the units listed by ID. And we can see, the first 3 here are related to property 1, example 1, and the latter are related to property 2. Okay, now that we've filled in our unit and property details, we can check our market assumptions